Hey, lovelies! Welcome to Pathologic 2. This is something else. I know it says Pathologic 2, and that is kind of accurate in the sense that it's a sequel to the original Pathologic, an indie game from Ice Pick Lodge, an Eastern European studio doing some wildly experimental things with video games, but it's not really a sequel as such. It's actually a kind of remake, but also a sequel as well. That's the kind of ambiguity you're going to find throughout this game. This is to video games what Brechtian theatre is to the stage. It's deconstructionist, it's weird, it's frustrating, it's bizarre, it's so dark, and it's kind of wonderful in its own bizarre, frustrating way. Let's dive in, shall we? Our play begins in the middle of things. It might take time to figure out what is happening, but yeah, but it will all start coming together soon. No, it won't. The game's lying to you from the beginning. It lies to you. This is another thing that makes this game so interesting. It lies to you as the player, right? Not many video games do that. It's so weird. It's fourth wall breaking. It talks to you as the player. It markets itself as though it's a story being enacted on the stage, but also something that's actually happening. It's so bizarre. It's so strange, and I'm ecstatic that it's come to the PS4. I'm ecstatic that it's gotten to the point whereby it's popular enough to be available, quite frankly. Okay, right, here we are. This is weird. It's still dark. Yeah, you're not kidding. So what's going on? Where are we? It's all very weird, isn't it? We seem to be in some bizarre backspace. Hello? Who might you be? What an odd figure you cut.
The show must go off.
Mark Immortel. So, Burak, your performance was a flop. You're unfit for the role. A cursed production. This is our second attempt, and a second... Will you try to... Will you try to stage it yet again? Why not? But you won't be there. You do nothing to improve yourself. But I do. This is, ahem, not for you to judge. We gave it all we had. It's not our fault you put us into these inhuman conditions. Why is there a mark next to that one? Let's try it. Oh fuck, what did I do? Oh tits. I'm on the stage. Oh. Oh, what are they? What is happening? So here's the stage upon which we apparently perform. There's a bucket of blood there. So it is simultaneously a stage. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. So I can talk to different people. That's very interesting. But it's also some kind of weird sick house. And it's as though they're the audience.
This damn rain.
The Bachelor.
The climate here is in chaos.
Okay. They don't trust me anymore. I wasn't even invited to the final council. Where are the birds? I can imagine what kind of advice you would have given them, Erdem. Okay, where are the birds? Up. Where else, if you mean the real ones? Oh, I meant the orderlies. Oh, okay. So who are the orderlies? Oh, you've got something to say? This is a useful feature, I've got to say. The Changeling. In the original game... In the original game, the Bachelor and the Changeling were two other characters you could play. There were 3 storylines that you could play that interwove together. I don't think that's the case in this remake. You play a particular character. I think it's called the Surgeon or something like that, or the Alchemist. Changeling. Turns out the birds aren't birds at all. Want to know what they are? Lean down and I'll tell you. Lower, lower now. They're fingers. Did they tell you that? Why the happy face? How many have you revived? You should be ashamed. People believed in you. By the way, we're at the end of the story. This is the end of a previous production of the story we're going to play. It's like I said, it's Brechtian, yeah? Yeah, this is a direct quote. We're not birds, we're fingers. That's why people call them executors. Are you tired? Want me to relieve your headache? Ooh, I'd rather you relieve my heartache. It's become so acute lately, like my heart expires. What happened to you? Can we talk to anyone else around here? Apparently not. God, it's dark. It is a very dark game. Oh, there's my stamina meter. The game consists of a kind of micromanagement. Basically, there are settings, there are meters that you need to maintain. And you need to keep an eye on them all. Hunger, stamina, sickness, infection. They need to be maintained. If any one of them isn't, then the game ends. It's very hard. It's punishingly hard. Hello? Aren't you an interesting bird? Executor. Want to receive your payment? Well, everyone will get paid what they're due in the cathedral. That's where the final choice will be made. By whom? The authorities. Fitting. Oh. Something just happened. A door just opened somewhere. And that is where we need to go, I believe. Look, there are shadows here for things that are not here. Disturbing, eh? The whole game's friggin' disturbing. It's weird. It's weird as F. It really is. Oh, we can jump. That's cool. And my stamina has gone down. Shit. Oh, another door has opened for us. Let's leave. And here we are. Day 12, the last one, which the Haruspex ends with a semicolon. We're the Haruspex, by the way. And this is the end of the game. Or rather, it's the end of the story as it might be. As it might play out. In plague, in sickness, in military coups and disaster. That's what this is. Loot. A torn note, a dirty piece of paper. Touch the read, the barely legible writing. Okay. A piece of chalk, used to draw lines. Okay, interesting. Okay. Select. Torn note. Schleifer contracted it. Anikoff contracted it. Jackson contracted it. Lieutenant contracted it. Kurbanov contracted it. Vyusin contracted it. Captain hasn't contracted it. Put a bullet in his head. Ooh. Okay. Oh, interesting. Loot. Interesting. The music is gorgeous. Considering it's an indie game, you know? Ah, that's the plague, that thing there. Want to be careful of that. There is a plague in this town, but it's not a plague as you might understand it. There's something metaphysical about it. And the military have come in to burn it to the ground, essentially. Look at this. Oh, fuck. This is essentially what happens if you get it all wrong. And it's so easy to get it wrong, my loves. Uh-oh. Firing squad. Looks like we can talk to you. Officer, move along, doctor. Nothing to see here. Work as usual. Who are these people? Butcher's work. You're killing people, you bastards. I can't believe this is our military. Even invaders are more humane. Stop this circus now. You know better than anyone. There's no salvation from the sand pest. People go mad with pain. They're not responsible for their actions. We put them out of their misery and protect the healthy. Legal orders. What orders? We have our instructions, compiled by our own doctors. Mode of infection unknown. It's transmitted through air, saliva, touch, and God knows what else. We've lost half our men already. You deserve it. Go, doctor, stop lecturing us. If you were better at your job, we wouldn't have to be so good at ours. But there's still no cure. Or do you think we enjoy shooting and burning civilians? These people are healthy. Why have you seized them? They're looters. Like I said, it's work as usual. You do your job and we'll do ours. You should let them go. A couple less, a couple more. What does it matter? Yeah, what does it matter, eh? By the way, that may seem like, oh, we're making the moral choice there. But be very careful of that in this game. Be very careful. Oh, scissors. And a broken ampoule. This glass is suspiciously warm to the touch. I'll have that. Ooh, scissors. Interesting. Okay. So I can select from my inventory. That's cool. So I've got a knife. And I've got a pistol. Okay. You want to be careful of both of them. Fighting is not a good idea in this game at all. Dead person? Look at this. It's kind of like the end of the world, isn't it? That's because it kind of is. The end of this world, anyway. There's nothing left. Just death. And bodies, coffins. Look, and this, the plague falling everywhere. Hello? Aspity, I know where you're going. Okay, I know where you're going. Want a piece of advice? Speak, but please be quick. I won't take long. The town is gone, and to hell with it. But the kin are also gone. Your family is gone. Your father remains unavenged, his path unfollowed. The 7 children who entrusted their lives to you are dead. You are the only one left. Do you want to save yourself at last? Oh... The outbreak can still be curbed. That's why I'm going to the cathedral. It's there that the decision about the bombardment is made. Heed my advice. You think she loves you. Think she's a friend and he's a foe because he brought in cannons. Don't talk to her first. Talk to him. Interesting. Alright. Oh! What was that? Holy fuck. Whatever it was, it killed him. Uh-oh. Soldiers with flamethrowers? Oof. Okay, what have we got? No. We've got a bloody bandage and a button. Everything has use. Everything has use. It is worth looting pretty much everything. Spring and a beetle. A surprising find in autumn, if not useless. There's nothing useless in this game, I'm telling you. Everything has a use, even when it's not obvious. You're gonna have to get used to the layout of this place as well, believe me. Because if you don't... Oh, I can't get in yet. It's not going to allow me in. You're gonna get lost. There's no maps. That's not how this game works. It's not going to be that kind. Ooh, trash. That's usually good for a bit of a loot. Oh! Ulcerous, yet still almost alive. I'll have that. And a straight razor. I'll have that too. That could be useful. It's a mouse thing. It's a marsupial. What the fuck? Yeah, did I also mention this game is fucking weird? Hi! Curious creatures. Although I can't say I'm fond of the colour. We'll have to paint them black. What do you think, Doctor? Black would look nice. Okie cokes? You know, I said this game was Brechtian. It goes a bit beyond that. It goes into surreal territory. It really does. It's highly, highly experimental. By the way, we've lost. This is the bad... What the fuck? Yeah. This is the bad ending. And it's very, very hard to avoid. There aren't really any good endings to this game. There are lots of endings to this game. And they're all peculiarly weird. It's hard to tell if these people are dead or just despairing. It could be one or the other. Ah, now that's the plague. We don't want to get touched by that. Otherwise our infection rate will go up. And that would be bad. It's very difficult to cure yourself when you are infected. Hello? Hi. What are you guys doing? Oh, I'm gonna get out of your way. And yours. Yep, the military have moved in and they have purged everything. This was the ending that you could get with The Bachelor in the original game. Ah, there's a map of the town. That's what it looks like. I say it's a town. That's not entirely accurate. It is a town. It's also like a dream space. It's not entirely real. It's also a work of theatre, and there's a child playing hopscotch in the midst of this, because why not? Why the hell not? It's so freaking weird. This is kind of your opportunity. Hello. I wouldn't advise it. We are thirsty, I imagine. We'll fix everything. The decision will be made in the cathedral. Okay. Interesting. Here's the map of the town. There's the cathedral. So, what have we got? The theatre, that's where we came from. It's so weird, isn't it? So weird. Thoughts. These are our... this is what we need to maintain. Exhaustion and hunger are very, very low. Immunity is very low. Health is alright. What else have we got? Okay, interesting. For now, that's all we have. But here, I believe, is where we're headed. The cathedral is around here somewhere. Ah, there we are. This is where everything is decided. I don't know why we're looting anything. We're going to lose it all anyway. Oh. And that is something else entirely. That is something we will learn about. That structure there. That isn't like anything else in the whole game. Looks like a great squatting architectural spider, doesn't it? Those buttresses don't look like they're going to hold up anything. That's also deliberate. Why not? Let's see. Ice Pick Lodge. They don't make technically perfect games, but they make very, very my loves. Look at this. Okay. Here they are. These are two characters around whom this entire thing turns.
Yes?
The Inquisitor Why have you come? You now decide the town's fate. To confirm to you that we have the means to fight the plague. Do we, though? I think that may be a lie. We already decided everything without you. You've come uninvited. What did you decide? Who are you to demand reports from us? A backwoodsman, a self-taught doctor practicing barbaric traditional medicine. That's us, the Harrispecs. Oh, but I know who you are. You're the person I was very wrong to put my hopes on. The person who let me down. Out now. I know where to get the ingredient for my serum. We can produce it. Hey, you over there, seize this man and throw him out. Please listen. Yeah, this is not going to end well. For anyone.
What?
This is the commander of the military. Is this the doctor? This is the doctor. What do you want? We can cure this disease. It's not exactly scientific. Our people have a different approach. What is this nonsense? State your name and occupation. Burak. 3 doctors operated in this town. I'm one of them. Give me a reason to call off the bombardment. You have one chance. I know how to make a serum. We'll need time to produce it at scale, but the recipe has been developed. No, Burak. If you told me you had 3 tank cars of that panacea and an army of doctors from the capital ready to administer it, that would have convinced me. As it stands, there's no going back. It's too great a risk. We only had 12 days. That's not enough time. It's telling you how the game is going to be set up. So there are going to be 12 days in this game, and every day things are going to escalate. Things are going to get darker, more difficult, and bloody hell, do they get difficult. You have no idea, my loves. It doesn't... Oh, hello. And so the stage is set once again, and here is the director of the play.
The play is afoot.
So we insist on a second attempt, huh? Stubborn. Not a second, a first one. Alright, let's roll then. Let us imagine that the last train has not yet left the station. Just don't be late. Now all I need is to not miss my stop. And so, time turns back. And we are the prodigal son. You are Artemi Burak, a surgeon. You're coming back to your hometown, summoned by a disturbing letter from your father. We are the prodigal. We were born here. We were supposed to take up the sort of traditional role of surgeon and doctor. The Harrispecs. We didn't. We left this little community. And now a plague has started to ravage it. So we're returning to help. On the way home, when it all begins. Twilight, okay. Look at all this nonsense, isn't it cool? It's such a weird thing, this game. It's such a strange thing. These are thoughts, by the way. They can give you clues. Things, we don't have any things. We're not at the town yet, and we haven't met any people. So we can't really do anything as of yet. We can just watch ourselves, which is what we need to do. There's bread there. Can I not pick it up? No, I can't. Not yet. This is where we've been travelling, in this tiny little cramped space. It's quite nice, actually. I could deal with it. Oh, fuck. What the? Yeah. Alright. Why not? Why not? Like I said, it's weird. It's weird. That guy just got out of a coffin. Hello. How are you? You're an odd-looking fella. But you're comfortable in there. Fellow traveller. How did you get inside this coffin? Me? You were the one in the coffin. Why did you crawl in there? Interesting. I was hiding. That's one tiny compartment. Your bones must be aching. From whom? Death? Yes, and people too. It's a bit too early for me to show my face. A bit too early. The characters are aware they're in a story. They break the fourth wall. They talk about their place and purpose in the story. It's so weird. I love it. So you're visiting our town too. A coffin is the best means of transportation in the world. It can get you to unimaginable places. You look alive though, so that vehicle is beyond your means for now. A free rider, huh? Just like you. We're no birds of a feather, you and I. No one sells tickets to ride this train. Yeah. And now enough chatter. You woke me up and I want to sleep. No one sells tickets to ride this train. No, they do not. I'm coming home. All I need is to avoid distraction. Interesting. Interesting. Ah, sounds like the train is... Oh, not stopping. Has been stopped. Yeah? My immunity has gone down. Okay. Ah, my lamp. That's useful. However, it's almost impossible. There we go. Hang on. There we are. And now we will light it. But the thing is, if you light it, it burns fuel. And that's not good. My immunity's already going down. That's not good. It's already started. Coffins. The leaves floating down where there are no trees. It's a big bull. Because why not? There's my lantern. Yeah. Giant bull was on the tracks because why not? Why not? And these guys are everywhere. We can talk to them all. I'm gonna put it away because I don't need it. Look at the weird shapes in the background. Can you see? Hello. Executor. Railroads are beautiful. They always lead to one place you can't turn from, except when there's a silly mistake, like this crash. Dying just to escape fate. Stupid, boring. What is that monster? Ahead or behind? Behind me. That is Boss Turok, a creature of steppe legends from which the world was created. What was he trying to achieve here? Stupid. Life can never prevent death. What is ahead then? Why the fires? As you can see, the blood no longer flows in this artery. There's a clot. You're a doctor, aren't you? Do you have medicine with you? What clot? What are those black flakes? How should we know? You're the doctor, not us. Go and see. We're only ensuring no other trains are derailed. We'll fix yours too once the beast leaves the tracks. I have a lot of time on my hands then. Bulls are stubborn. And we have another thought here. What's this? There's darkness ahead. I follow the rails into a black cloud. What do we have here? We have a match. Draw the short one. Every item has this sardonic description. Can we talk to the bull? That'd be fun, wouldn't it? We can't talk to the bull, unfortunately. He's a big one. Hello. Creature of steppe legend, apparently. As you can see, the executors are everywhere. And our immunity is rising. Not good. Not good. We're infected? What? Oh shit. That's not good. How did that happen? I didn't even see that. That's what this game is like. That's what this game is like. It's so fucking weird. So let's do this again. Want to share secrets. Look, it's different now. It's different now. It's so weird. You first. I'm worried people won't be so happy to see me in the town. What if they shun me like some mutt and slam doors in my face? What if my toll is too small? I could fail to meet my goal, but maybe this is only anxiety. Yes, I can do it. Are you an insurance man? You don't look like a tax collector. They ride first class. I know what he is. Think about it in terms of Brechtian theatre, which tends to be symbolic. Fellow traveller, travelling with a doctor, gets out of a coffin. Who do you think he is? Yeah, not really. Your turn now, be honest. And your fate will change. That's how it goes. I'm worried about my father. He summoned me with a letter, a troublesome one. Something bad has happened. I'm a surgeon. I could become a good doctor, but I can't find myself. I'm afraid I'll waste my whole life in this state. No, I think I'll decline. You look untrustworthy. I'm going to go for that one. Do you want to play? I'm game. With a stranger, no chance. I could be gambling with the devil or someone else who likes to play games. Yeah? If you know, you'll get it. You'll get it eventually. What are the stakes? Your fate. I don't believe in fate. You're a funny man. I don't believe in fate. This game is so weird. I love it to bits, actually. It's frustrating as hell. It's so difficult to get to grips with because it doesn't want you to get to grips with it. That's the nature of the game. It wants to trick you. It wants to harm you. It wants to annoy you. Ah, we're here. Actually, no, I don't want to leave. I want to have a look around this house first. Before we do anything, I want to have a look around. But, my loves, before we do anything, I think... Oh, hello? Okay. Because. You know? Because. Just because. Loot, what have we got? What have we got? Oh, hello. It's a beetle. I'll loot everything. Scrap name. When person is done with their name, they discard it. Walnuts can be munched down with little effect. Charm averts bad fortune, unhelpful to me. Empty bottle, very useful, very bloody useful. Okay, we'll keep all of those, thank you. You ever played a game that's aware it's a game? Repellent cloak. It's not pretty, but it does the job. Repelling infection, I'll have that. I will definitely have that. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so what have we got? Where? Absolutely. What is this? Touch. Scrap name. People in this town are like a flight of birds, and birds don't require names. Individuality is overrated. Interesting, eh? Touch. Where do they go in winter? Who knows, my love? Who knows? We've got thoughts. We've got thoughts. Walnuts. Touch. The game goes like this. Find a nut that has travelled far, guess its name, shake it, and listen to stories from the soul trapped inside. This originated with the polyhedron. We didn't play it as kids. The polyhedron. Now there's a kettle of fish, if ever there was one. We have some thoughts. What's this? This place is wrong. It's not my home. Who is in the back room? I'm coming home. All I need to do is avoid distraction. Interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Stamina's not too good. Immunity isn't great. Health is fine. Exhaustion and hunger are fine for now. There are coffins here. Hello. Hi. What is happening? People are being weird in this town. Oh, money! Shines in the dim light. Not as useful as you might think. Smoked meat, that's going to be useful. An egg. Nothing like a good egg. Delicious. The chicken has yet to be seen. There is a sense of humour here, isn't there, my dears? It's gallows and it's weird, but it's definitely here. Ooh, hello. Loot. Oh, a bar of common soap. Now that is going to be useful. Everything's useful. Loot everything. Hello. Fingernail. The ferryman requires payment before he'll let me on the boat. This odd coin will do. Needle. His death is hidden inside a needle, which is in an egg, which is in a duck. That is a reference to a very old fairy tale, a Brothers Grimm fairy tale, in fact. The Tale of the Heartless Giant, which you would have to know in order to get, because the game ain't gonna fucking explain it to you, believe. What the? Yeah, everything's slightly off. Everything's slightly weird, or very weird, depending on your perspective. Hello, are you going to change, or are you... No, you're not going to change. Right, is there anything to loot before we do anything? Probably. What have you? A spindle. It's almost out of thread. You notice the fairy tale motif that's going on? Survivor. Someone heavy. I hear heavy footsteps in the dark. I can't see you. Are you Death? I'm not Death! But we might have met him. I'm a doctor. What's wrong with you? Water. I'm so thirsty. I need a drink of fresh water. Please bring it to me. Where do I get it? Outside in the yard. Hard to talk. Wait for me. Be very wary of doing anything. Anything. Because this game will punish you for it. It's unbelievable in that regard. It really is. It will punish you. Oh, fuck. Hello. Well, you're scary, aren't you? Hello? Stop that! Scary, scary bloody things. Anywho, my loves, when we come back, we'll explore this Disturbia a little bit more. Until then, my loves, bye-bye!